Yes.
I was Joan of Arc in my former life.
Oh, wow.
Y'all ready for this?
We ain't ready. Hey,
Weedhead. Weedhead, get it?
we
All right, man.
what's up?
Y'all know what it
Queen
is, man.
Queen be calling us Earthlings when we know she's from Saturn or my anus.
There
No,
you go.
Uranus.
There you go.
um,
Savage AF, man, is the name of the show. You know what it is. Welcome to it. I'm your boy Black Pedro, this dude.
and I am Shang,
That's what it is, y'all.
aka look like I'm calling from inside of a hostage situation.
The negotiations are almost
Right.
done. We're almost there for you. All right, so Savage AF, man, forget your feelings. Okay, facts are what matter. We're here for
Facts
you.
kind of matter.
Yeah,
Sometimes they do, and
unless
most of the time they don't. The
unless
world is
it's
a piece of
science.
shit. Yes, yes.
uh, Savage AF, man, you know what we do. We're here for you live on YouTube and Facebook simultaneously, Monday through Friday.
Wait a minute, hold on. You can't just
Sad,
say it
sad,
that way. What are you
sad.
talking about?
Save your questions for the end of the
Save your
program.
questions for after I do the intro, young man.
Yo,
All right then. All right.
you know what it is. 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Monday through Friday. Like I said, man, we're here for you live. If you ever miss us
What I tell
live,
you, Pedro, look, right, already in the feed.
what they're doing.
Queen B.
Oh, there you go. All right, yep, there you go. I just wasn't up on it, but definitely RIP. But man, listen, if you ever miss us live, get your finger out your nose. Get your life
Yeah.
together. Put
You
on
know
some
what?
pants, okay? All right, go.
If you ever miss us live, your uncle used to make you sit on his lap a lot more than he should have.
Way past an appropriate age.
Yeah.
We get it. We get it.
That's
But you can cleanse off that stench by going
exactly.
by going to our YouTube page, our YouTube channel, I should say, where all our episodes are archived. So if you ever miss us live, we got you there. It's scrolling at the bottom. See it, catch it, catch it.
Right.
YouTube.com/C
Make sure that
Savage
you
AF World. All one word.
and what you need to do is click the flux capacitor. All right. You click the flux capacitor, and when you get there, you have to click one more thing for us to hit 99 miles per hour to go forward. So go
Gigawatts.
ahead and do that.
You know what it is. So yeah, here we go. What it is? You know, I'm usually not the tech guy, but when you get there, it looks like this.
Pedro
Do both.
doubled up
I just did back to back. So
back to
you
back.
know,
So
when
make
you
sure
get
that
there,
you
subscribe,
make sure you subscribe, click the bell.
get
Also,
notified.
give us a thumbs up if you like the content that you're listening to. By the way, Queen B, yeah, too soon. She said, I guess, put what she put up there.
Oh,
I guess
sorry.
being rich and having a white wife still doesn't make a black man happy. Ooh, wee. And by the way, she's
That's a
referencing
reference to what is the
Twitch.
name? Twitch. He
Twitch.
was the
Twitch
DJ on
was
Ellen's
the
show.
DJ and the dancer that apparently passed away recently. I think it was today. I think it was today or yesterday.
Yeah.
And Queen B's already going in on the fact that he was in an interracial relationship, not the fact that he was depressed to the point where he took his own life. But hey, everybody got their own path, and some paths are dark and evil and sharp, and other people's are filled with light. Queen B likes to go dabble in the dark. And so,
She chooses violence normally.
yeah.
Speaking of people in the building, might as well do the shout outs now. We do have Queen B here, Damani Jones, Breezy JJ's blowing through. I see you, girl. AJ Fit. Yep.
It's wild when
flexing on me.
AJ Fit says this. When AJ Fit says, I feel that was too much. Wow. Really?
Yeah. If you went too hard for AJ, you need to calm down, y'all. Also, besides, what is that? What is that talk? Is that your computer?
My battery's running low, and I just something's wrong with my computer. Bam.
Okay.
It's charging now.
Your shit is
It's
talking to
charging
you.
now, computer, little bitch ass computer. Hey, cuz, first off, cuz, Hey, first off, that's how we do this up in here. You know what I'm saying?
Siri just got on the show real quick. Um, Besides YouTube, you can also, some people might be YouTube reverse or have a allergy or some shit. You can catch us on Facebook as well. Meta World Peace, whatever you call the thing. Facebook.
Meta
Savage
World Peace is not
A.
the name of it, Pedro. You're
What's
not
that?
gonna just. I'm not gonna allow you to keep saying stuff like this.
They
Meta
changed the
World
name
Peace was a
from Facebook.
basketball player.
Oh,
Stop it. Okay,
they
you
both
just
they
said it,
both changed their name to Meta.
but it's not Meta World Peace where people can go find it. You sure?
I'm gonna have to
Right?
Google that after the show. No, but no, I feel you, dog. But when you go to Facebook, you see the name of the show up above us, Savage A. You want to put a dot here, A
And then
dot
and then
F dot. Okay, A
right,
dot
right over there.
F dot. That's how we do that on Facebook. Also, now this is where we get serious. Okay,
This is
if
where.
you
Hold on. You know what? I think we should do it really serious and understand that when we say this, we mean this from the bottom of our skeevy hearts. Tell them.
follow us on Instagram, man. All right,
Yeah, it's very important.
don't run from your responsibilities. Okay, we here bringing you these jokes every day. Monday through Friday, most of the time. Sometimes we don't, but
Yeah.
shit happens. You're not paying me. But Instagram at Black Pedro, at comedian Shang. Please take note of the spelling. That is a G at the end there. Okay,
Yes, it's G. Somebody
Shang,
called me last night. Called me Shank, which
and they ended up bleeding.
which I immediately did to them. And
Yes.
by the way, if y'all get a chance, go to my IG. Since we're talking about IG, and you have to see this clip from a movie called The Change Up. It's fucking hilarious. I posted it, and I was stunned how many people were offended, and it tickled me that they were so offended. So I want you to be offended with me. Go see it.
There you go.
No
What
other Miranda. What's
what I
up?
do? First of all, y'all not gonna start. Okay, now Queen B and AJ have just gone off on some tangent. I got something wrong. First of all, AJ, I can be nice as fuck. Okay,
No, that's not true.
and all I was saying is, like, if somebody had offended you because you pretty thick skinned brother, then they must have overstepped their bounds. But if I misread
No.
that,
Well, no.
and then you're gonna bring in Princeton, like I can't read correctly.
Well,
Okay,
no. Princeton. No, a lot of
see my
people who
nigga.
graduate from Princeton
Go up.
can't read. That's
High
been proven.
illiteracy rate. That's one thing
Yeah,
we don't talk
I
about.
mean, from what I've heard about Princeton, and a lot of them, for some reason, even though they don't have any kind of intestines problems or bowel problems, they all like to pee and shit on themselves. But that's what I heard.
Speaking of
And
Princeton,
I heard that from a dude from Harvard. That's all I'm saying.
speaking of Princeton and people who recently passed, you know that journalist Grant Wall who
Yeah, very much so.
collapsed at the World Cup.
Yeah.
He was apparently a senior at Princeton when I was a freshman,
Yeah.
and his wife was 2 years ahead of me.
His wife,
Celine,
who's a doctor, said that he had
she's always on CNN. Celine
yeah,
Gounder.
she's a very renowned doctor, and he died of
Small world, man.
pulmonary his
Aneurysm or something. I thought it was
aneurysm, his heart burst.
Oh, was it heart?
Basically.
Oh, okay.
Um,
That's a lot, man.
wow,
All right,
now
man.
AJ Fitz going there. Wow.
Oh,
And, yeah.
I didn't say you stepped over the line, AJ. So what did you say? He said he killed himself. He got what he wanted. Yeah, that's pretty savage there, bro. How did I say anything disrespectful or step over the line? Hello.
Well, no.
We don't know if
Okay.
that's what he wanted. He might have just been in a dark moment,
Twitch. Most people that kill themselves, it's either they're mentally imbalanced or they're so deep in depression they can't do nothing about. But the only way they see out is death. I'm one of those people, like, I'm not really mad at me. So why should I kill me? I feel like others should pay. So that's how I roll. I just feel
Yeah, I
like
don't know. I don't. He wants to. He likes to externalize it. Shit, we haven't even started the show yet, man. Let's do that.
let's
Savage AF.
let's get into
Fuck your
it.
feelings. Facts matter. You know what it is, man. Black Pedro comedian Shang. It's Wednesday, hump day. Get to it.
Hump day.
Grab something and hump it. It's Wednesday, December 14th, 2022 in the time space continuum. We are going to end today's show. Not right now. We're gonna end it
But
at the
but
end.
at the
But
end of
when
the
we get to
show,
the end, it's gonna be a Shangry at the end of this motherfucker today, y'all. Today's topic on the Shangry: MAGA maggots are winning. Say it,
MAGA
MAGA maggots.
maggots. I
MAGA
call them,
maggots.
they're no longer MAGA. They're the maggots.
The maggots. They're winning. Shank says, let's talk
I'm gonna
about it.
tell you why.
Black Pedro pop in today. Let's talk about these Hunger Games, y'all.
Okay.
But before we get into that, I'm just gonna leave it there. Stick with me.
We got. You didn't add the topic I said we got to add in there. I bet you didn't.
No, which one?
The one about you.
Oh, no, not today. We don't have time
Brandon.
for that today.
No. You can't.
I'm never wrong, bro.
No. This what I'm going to tell you why you're wrong. I'm going to just go. We're going to everybody.
Well, you throw it in when you feel it's necessary.
I'll throw it in after we talk about DeSantis, and then the Satan, and then I'm going to we got to do at least one segment about the levels, the heights of your wrongnessness.
All right, yep. However you say that. No, we go. All right, so we'll get into that. But before the Black page will pop in today, borderline bitches. Okay, that's what the GOP are. The surge at the board is, of course, bringing up all their gibberish. Let's talk.
Right.
But before we get into that, man, you know we break shit down on the show. You know we get into the critical, deep questions. Like,
motherfucker say what? Yeah. Motherfucker say what? Say yeah.
Make it funky.
You say what I say. Your boy, y'all's boy.
No. Their boy.
Y'all's homie.
Yeah.
Ron DeSantis. Sorry. Governor of Florida. You know what I'm talking about. Beelzebub's nephew. You know. He's like a rhino turd. Ron DeSantis. He
Wow. I haven't heard that in a sentence.
He played the role of like Trump Light or Trump Zero, Diet Trump, during Trump's but you know, was always a Trump, you know, a supporter of
he's Trump, he's mini Trump. He's like the mini Trump of Trumps.
But now he's ratcheting up to like, it's like Ant-Man, you know, he can go small, but he can also go big.
Right.
And I think that you know,
but this
DeSantis,
is not the first thing he's doing. The other thing is he's doing a war on transgender. The war.
Well, I know. Yeah. So he's got a lot going on. His latest
ain't just the one thing.
Yeah, no. And you know, the war on transgender, that's not even just a Trumpy thing. That's like a conservative shit. And he is that. And you know, probably the next leader of the Republican Party, to be honest.
I don't think so.
He has those ambitions for sure.
No, I think that in Florida he can talk all that shit because there's a bunch of old people waiting for the upper room.
No. Okay, so here's the topic. Here's what we're talking about, and you'll see what I'm saying is that Ron DeSantis now wants the Florida Supreme Court to create a panel to investigate vaccines, to investigate any potential wrongdoings that may have occurred during the production, marketing, and distribution of the vaccine. Now, at this point, man, I think it's been proven that the vaccine was effective and did what it was supposed to do. But the big flip is that a year and a half ago, Ron DeSantis was encouraging Floridians to get the vaccine to prevent a summer surge of cases. He talked about how he has a Johnson & Johnson shot, how effective it is, blah, 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 how people won't be affected largely if they get the vaccine. And now, and so that, you know, that's where he was playing the more moderate Republican,
right,
or just straight up conservative, you know, traditional conservative Republican.
All right.
But going with the science. But now a year and a half later, he's maxing on his Trump. He's going big Ant-Man, and he's getting into that Trump world. Let's look at, and he's got a whole.
But see, the other thing he's doing with pertaining to the vaccines is he knows that the base, a bulk of the base, at least 25% of the base, which is solidly against vaccines, even though his ass took the vaccine. It's called, he's called, what do they call? Oh, a hypocrite. Yeah, he's a hypocrite, and so are all his followers because a lot of people were saved by it. In fact, a lot of people are getting the boost right now,
Well, he knows
and
that.
yet they're saying they're against it. If you're against it, don't get the boost. In fact, gravity doesn't work, you dumb motherfuckers. So why don't you go up on a
Just
roof
jump off the
and
planet.
don't believe because gravity, because you know these science with this gravity shit, fuck them. What you need to do is test it out. Go up on the roof, walk off about 2 steps from the roof, and if you fall, you were right.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, I just feel like the people that okay, then you shouldn't take anything from a doctor. You shouldn't take the polio vaccines or any vaccine that has ever worked. You shouldn't take it. Your kids should never be vaccinated, and you should just homeschool them because they won't be allowed in school if you don't get them vaccinated. The Satan is playing to the dumb, bitch ass, dumb fucks that are called the Republican base. And they're all dumb. Not
Right,
some
so
of them.
that-
Everybody say, nah, some of them smart.
So
No,
that's what I'm saying, though. That's what I'm saying. That's why I think he's going to, he's setting himself up for a presidential run because he's starting to speak to a broader Republican audience outside of Florida, with this kind of talk, which is, like you said, hypocritical and the complete opposite of, where he was a year and a half ago when he was promoting the vaccine. He also has this, coon biscuit, cue ball headed, what do you call him? Not attorney general, but the surgeon general for the state who's total
well, you know
dickhead
how that
dummy.
guy was born. He was actually cut off of Clarence Thomas's asshole.
He used to be a polyp
dish. They grew him, and now he's a man. He's a grown man.
So, well, I wouldn't quite call him that, but he.
Wait a minute. What have you heard some of the nutty buddy shit he said?
Well, he's warning that like the pharmaceutical companies are going to have to watch their back, or like that they're going to be investigating that. It's like, what are you investigating? Like, this is one of those things where it's complete bullshit.
No,
there is nothing behind it, but they just want to talk some shit to sound MAGA crazy for a minute to try and pull those motherfuckers in.
MAGA crazy, but we know that's to say MAGA and crazy. Yeah, come on.
It's redundant, sorry.
Exactly. But the bottom line is everybody in the feed, we mean wow, Breezy JJ. You know I'm right. He was made from the small meat that's the cusp of his asshole, and they grew him from his asshole, and there was still a little bit of poop still on it because he's shitty and it's all bullshit. Now I'm gonna tell you why this will work, because the country is going to hell, and I'm building a fort. I'm buying a bunch of illegal guns, and I'm because I can't get them. Apparently, I can't get them legally, bitches. And so I'm going to make.
I wouldn't go announcing your ambitions to purchase guns illegally.
I think I'm going to do that
on a live stream.
I'm going to buy about 90 guns, people, and I'm going to make my own little fucking village. And whoever wants to come and live there, you got to live there and follow the religion that I choose. And then we got to keep the zombies out, man. The bottom line is we know that the Satan is the next one that they want to put in line, but he's so fucking stupid and his shit is so backward bullshit that is easily correctable bullshit. Like we have the fucking proof.
He's not stupid. He's not stupid.
No, I think he's
no. These guys say stupid shit. It sounds stupid to us because it's just ridiculous.
No.
Hyperbolic bullshit, right? But they know what they're doing. Like they know how to manipulate their bases. They know how to stir up these, orcs.
Right.
You know what I mean, and get them going. So, Donald Trumpy Dumpty. Sometimes you wonder, like, he's not the brightest guy or whatever. But I still think he's like crafty and manipulative. But Ron DeSatan, and that's the danger of him. He is not stupid.
I know. I think that he's stupid. I think he's not going to beat Trump. Trump got the base on lock. I don't think that they keep saying Trump's done. He's never going to come back from this. Trump got the base on lock. Number one. Number two, no, Breezy JJ. I'm not saying another Waco. I'm saying I'm getting a like-minded, sensible people that are bathed in reality to come to my village that I am going to build with steel walls around it and gun turrets because I believe that everything's going to shit.
And the Kool-Aid will taste great.
And yes, and if you're thirsty, take a sip.
Take a sip. Take a gulp. One more sip.
No, I don't. You say he's not dumb. I think he's dumb because he can say that in that Florida bubble, and and get some national press. But when he goes on the national fucking,
no. I think it's the opposite though. It's the opposite. Like when he was just in his Florida bubble last year, he was saying the right thing, right?
Right.
But to get at that MAGA base, he has to say the wrong things. And that's where he is now. And that's why I think he's setting himself up to run for president so that he can speak outside of the Florida bubble to all, the crazy mountain goats.
And they're also going, I was looking, they're also going, Satan is actually literally on right now with Ari Melbourne. That they're going, they're really against this gay marriage. And now they're trying to do a lot of rhetoric. He's doing a lot of rhetoric pertaining to that. I guess that's packaged into his going against transgender kids and stuff. But guess what? What's going to happen is I want him to be standing on the steps of the Capitol in Florida. And I want to back up a trunk full of gays and just unload a truck of gays on him. And a whole bunch of gay people just fall, naked gays. And I want them all to fall on his face like that scene in 300 where they just had the bodies just back up, but these people will be alive and they'll all follow him and go, I gotcha.
Now, just logistically, Shang, I would say you might want to check permits on, because I don't think it's legal to transport people like that.
Oh, it's not?
Just like a truckload of naked people in the back.
You sure?
I mean, I'm not sure. I'm saying you might want to check on it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm thinking, this is going to segue.
Because somebody going to call and be like, yeah, man, it's a bunch of naked oath keepers piling into the back of a U-Haul.
I mean,
they're plotting something, man.
I mean, if you look at, because I looked at a few memes because I was looking at a few memes where they're trying to act as though because he's so mini Trump that he's using this, vax thing as another springboard to think that he's going to run for president, even though he hasn't said it yet because he knows that Trump will go. Trump already called him not the Satan, but called him the sanctimonious. They're already coming up with the little 6th grade names to call each other. The bottom line is this is not going to last long. And I saw Fauci talking mad shit. Fauci said, first off, bitch, let's start there. It's not about blue. It's not about red. It's about we're human beings. And you know what? A virus doesn't give a fuck if you're from a red state or a blue state. It gives a fuck about how it can kill you. So this is not going to work because I know this is going to get to a point where people are like, fuck that. I want to live, bitch. And so even people in Florida, who, by the way, Florida is one of the worst pieces of shit. And if anybody's just watching this and you're from Florida, I'm talking about you, bitch.
Except South Beach. We love you, South Beach.
Because you love
so
South Beach because all of the
Lord.
That's nothing but Sodom and Gomorrah if you read the Bible.
Lord. Oh, but man.
No,
well, I want Gomorrah that. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, I want to Sodom some of them down there.
All right, man.
I'm telling you, I really do think that this is going to be another one of those strategies that's not going to work. It might work for the base, but when it goes into the general public or the independents or the progressives, they're going to be, get the fuck out of here. What? Fuck out of here, you old bitch ass. Get the fuck out of here. Back up the truck full of gays. Boop, boop, boop.
It sounds like, we slightly disagree on some of these points here. And so I thought this might be a good time to slide into the subtopic that you wanted to bring up. And Shang has this insane theory. I don't know if the dry air in Vegas is affecting your oxygen intake. But Shang has this theory that Black Pedro is always wrong.
Yes, and we shall go, and all you people in the feed, check it.
I mean,
This
I'll
is
admit
why.
that maybe in the feed today there was a slight faux pas, okay, in terms of my interpretations of some
Well,
commentary from young AJ. But
I want to say we've been doing this show,
oh,
and
damn, I'm playing.
I don't like to bring it up a lot. I think, yeah, but Pedro,
Hmm?
it is categorically wrong on
What's the category?
80% of this particular category
Mhm.
about Trump being indicted, Trump going to jail. We are not putting an American president in jail.
He ain't a
He is not
president.
going to do any time. The motherfuckers that he worked with are not going to do any time.
He ain't
Nixon
president.
never did any time. In fact, Nixon, not only didn't he do time, he made millions off of fucking book tours and speaking engagements. He made money off of speaking engagement. Nixon, guilty as fuck. And we can keep going down the line of people that were guilty as fuck, including the people that's part of Trump. And none of them, listen to me carefully, none of them are going to pay the penalty. Pedro said that Trump is going to get indicted, and I don't think so.
He's gonna get indicted.
He ain't had shit happen to him yet. That motherfucker's going to die down in Mar-a-Lago. He's going to be in Mar-a-Lago, and all his Cheeto orange puff skin is going to slowly disintegrate and fade away. So that's where you're wrong, Pedro, and everybody in the feed that thinks that Pedro's right, you jumped on the wrong train.
AJ Fit is on your side. He says he won't even get house arrest. I mean, time will tell. But I just think,
you said
eight. But I'm saying 8 cases, eight investigations. Chances are they're gonna get you on one of these motherfuckers.
No, I don't think they're not gonna get him in New York. They're not gonna get him in New York because even
Georgia,
they're not gonna get him.
Georgia.
Because you know why? Because this is my main reason why I think that Pedro is categorically, unequivocally wrong. Is because, again, we forget about all the situations that have happened in this country where white people have let white people do horrible white shit and got away with it. And you think that Trump, who has 46% of the people and 89% of the Republicans that back this bitch, is going to get in any kind of trouble? You actually said on the show, and we'll go back and find the footage. Yeah. Let's roll the film. You said that you think he's going to get indicted. Yes. I don't even think he's going to get indicted.
I said I'll take it I'll take it further.
Oh,
good sir. I believe he is
even more wrong.
I believe imprisonment is in his future.
Oh,
it'll probably be some white collar posh joint. It'll have a tennis court, I'm sure. But
I gotta have
Donald Trump. Donald Trump is going to jail.
No, he's not.
I don't know what y'all talking about. It's gonna happen. Hey, listen, this dude has too many black women on his ass. Okay. With law degrees, they are attorneys general.
You know what? And it's gonna make the black women not like black women. Even with black woman magic, black girl magic is not going to be able to help them fight this, Nosferatu.
Now you did say that the people around him weren't going to get in trouble either, but
no,
Alan Weisselberg, like AJ know what up. People in Trump organization been charged and hit, but still nothing for him. So that the New York thing.
Which one of them's in jail? No, name of one that's in jail.
It just happened. The New York one just happened though. Like I believe it's Weisselberg is going down for that for the tax shit where they were manipulating property values, property values for tax purposes.
Yeah. No.
So
okay, look how many people.
So the organization was found guilty for that, and Weisselberg and some others are going down. So you said nobody around him was going to get in trouble, but that is happening. And as that happens,
they're not going to jail. They're not going to jail. They're not in trouble. It's just, I mean, what's the Bannon? He was like, he said, suck the circumference of my cock sack for a subpoena. Got charged, got indicted, and the motherfuckers on the radio right now talking shit. None of them are going to be incarcerated. None of them are going to have an orange suit, and none of them are going to be banged in the fucking bottom by a dude named Mfsw. Not happening.
Mfsw. Queen B, I don't know what kind of delusional shit you be on sometimes, girl. She said, "Oh, Pedro, you like black women now? Pick a team, stick with it. You said you love snowflakes yesterday." I love
Wow, they
all
really
like
are.
I like all women. I don't give a fuck about
Yeah,
race
I
in
do.
terms of like attraction. Like,
Wait a minute. So what Queen Bee saying, which is wrong.
like I'm attracted.
Okay,
Race isn't like
race,
I
race,
won't ever
right.
be unattracted to somebody because of their race. Like if a woman's pretty, she's pretty, and that's it. So I love
Okay,
white women.
AJ Fit
Yes, I
trying to
love
say I'm
black
wrong.
women. I love Indian women. Man, I saw this Indian woman the other day. I just was like the most
Okay, hold up.
gorgeous woman
We're
I've ever
not.
seen.
No,
Oh my
no,
god,
no. Okay, the reason
it's
that
crazy.
there are too many fine black women, and I'm going with a Dr. Umar. There are too many fine black women for a black man to give his attention to. I mean, now you can go poke around in the field, but what I'm saying is when you marry a black woman, and because Pedro's going to be very successful and very rich,
Yeah.
that money goes back into the black community. When you marry a white woman, and that money goes to the white and people that aren't going to
What
invest
if you bring your
anything
white
into
woman to
black
the
people.
hood? What if you bring your white woman to the hood and make her do black shit? Anyways, Queen Bee, I said I love white women yesterday. Yes, I didn't say I only love white women.
Oh, and AJ Fit. Yeah,
Do you get the
yeah, he
difference
didn't say
there?
that.
It's like I didn't
But
say I
AJ
only
Fit,
love.
how
Like,
many
come
times
on.
I've been wrong? We ain't talking about me, nigga. This is the segment's called Black Pedro is always wrong, motherfucker.
Come on now. Come
Sorry,
on
he
now.
started it. But no, I just think that back to the topic, Pedro has made a lot of mistakes. And he's
But
made
that doesn't
mistakes
mean I was wrong. You know,
because you
sometimes you
said
make a
before
mistake.
that they was gonna
Sometimes you
go
make a
that he was
mistake,
gonna
but you're
get.
still doing
He
the right
hasn't been
thing.
indicted. They got him on audio saying the shit in Georgia, and not a fucking thing has happened.
They're doing there's an investigation. Like
There's an
she's putting it.
investigation that by the
Bonnie Willis
time
is
that they
she's putting a
if
case
they by
together.
chance do indict him, the motherfucker's gonna be dead.
Well, then
They're
that's just
not
what
going.
happened.
He's not going to jail. Hold on. He's not going to jail. He's not going to be indicted. They're not going to indict an American president. They haven't done it before. We got all these different fucking politicians that have done heinous shit, and a lot of them didn't go to jail. It's rare. But in Trump's case, because white people like to let white people get away with heinous shit all the fucking time, white person get mad and go and say stand my ground and shoot a bunch of motherfuckers, and they say, oh, I was standing my ground, and mother black kids was playing their music too loud, and I don't particularly like Migos, so I decided I'm gonna shoot them. Wow. A black woman shoots. I read this in the article. Black woman shoots in the air with a warning shot to make sure that her abusive ex-husband wouldn't hurt her, and he had a record of being abusive. Just that the judge turns her down, gives her 20 years. Didn't shoot nobody, just shot a warning shot up in the fucking roof. Yeah. So the double standard's always in effect, and they're going to do this with Trump, and he's not going to fucking jail. And that's why Pedro, and he's not getting indicted, and he's not going, and fucking, what's his name? What's this sucker that acting like he got to take all day to fucking do shit? What's that sucker's name? What's his name? Yeah, the AG. What's that sucker? Merrick Garland. That bitch. Sucker. When I see you, sucker.
You know, admittedly, none of this stuff is moving as fast as we like to see, but there are things in the works. So time will tell. I'm usually right, so we'll stick with that.
See, AJ Fit. What you talking about, AJ Fit?
Let me see.
Is any of these
and we're gonna keep it pushing.
Yeah, ain't none of these motherfuckers in jail.
Well, it's not one of those things where they just come with handcuffs because we saw some shit on TV.
They would do it to you. They did it to a kid that they said did it to a kid because he was walking down the street and he was walking down the wrong street and they handcuffed him.
That's obviously power position in society.
Well, there should be a power position.
Well, I'm saying like your average citizen doesn't have power to fight back with the police.
Yeah. Well, I think that Trump and all his cronies and the orcs are going to come get us. So we better get the king to help us get the.
Well, speaking of them coming to get us, man. The GOP, there's some borderline bitches, man.
First of all,
they're
come take our country over.
So there's a surge at the border, because what is it called? Title 43 is ending. But it brings out this side, that's always been there and is obvious of the GOP, of the right, of racist, about this fear of this brown wave of rapists and baby eaters coming to destroy the American way. First of all, I just always find it fascinating how they call it the border, like we have one.
Right.
Because like they're never worried about the drugs or any other bullshit that comes over the Canadian border, right? It's always the
But
border.
those are white people.
The one the brown ones use, the
Right.
border.
So you know what? But you know what it does? Just like DeSantis likes to do, Satan likes to do, it makes the base go. It roused them up. But all they hear is border, brown, they're coming for us. That's all they hear. And it's actually working, because it was all over the news this morning. It was all over the news about the surge. The surge. You mean human beings trying to get away from fucking oppression? That's the surge. But when white people are running away from shit, there's no surge. It's just white people running to have their rights. They want their rights. So you know what a surge is, you bitches, all you fucking people that watch this fucking show, you fucks. A surge is when you surge up onto the Capitol and try to take democracy away from the fucking general public.
Hello.
That's a surge.
Yeah,
that happens to be called an insurrection. That happens to be called storming the castle back in the day. And y'all ass did it first. So I ain't seen no brown people rush the Capitol. I ain't seen no black people rush the Capitol. I
saw like two, and I'm being serious. I saw two.
No, I'm
two
saying
different Negroes rushing the Capitol.
Two out of
all of that. I mean, I'm not saying that that's all there was. I'm saying that's what I saw.
Okay,
I saw two different.
I haven't seen the majority. I haven't seen
one was light skinned.
A majority of brown people and black people. But even with the border, the situation is, what would you? I'd like to ask some of these rednecks, what would you do if you knew your family was in danger and the only place you could go was possibly America, to kind of get some kind of help?
Oh, now listen here, man.
What would you do?
Side note. Wait, say it again. What would I do? What
would you do if you? I'm not you.
I got sidetracked. I got sidetracked by this.
No, I see, because of Lady Hazel May. What would you do if you had to protect your family?
Eat my neighbor.
Right.
It's easy. Come on now.
What did Lady Hazel May saying? Y'all are hypocrites because it's your show. You're both sitting up there wrong. I'm just saying, you're always saying facts matter and then contradict your own facts. How do we contradict our own facts, Lady Hazel May? And when I see you in these streets, hands.
Please expound on your thoughts.
Yeah, you can't just say that shit. You want to come on the show? Send her the link. Come on. Yeah, talk your shit. And on the show, Lady Hazel May, I'm ready for you. Yeah, send her the link. See what she do. We'll send you the link, Lady Hazel May. How I'm gonna be being hypocrites? We ain't being hypocrites. All right.
Yeah, man.
And tell us where we're being hypocrites before you just say some old blanket statement shit. Okay, Queen B say Pedro contradicted what he said yesterday about white females.
You know, Queen B, and this is on some real shit. You're reading into it. You're bringing your bullshit into what I said yesterday.
Oh my!
It's a throwaway. God. It's a throwaway comment. It's a joke. I'll say it anytime I want to. I love white women. I love black women. I love Asian chicks. I love Latinas. Not all of them. Some of y'all ugly. In every category. Every race got ugly motherfuckers in it that I wouldn't touch with a goddamn pool stick. Okay? And then every race got some fine ass chicks that I would drop every fucking thing for. So it is never has been about one race for me. I'm a nigga named Pedro Delfino Hernandez. Okay? So race mixing is not something that I can afford to speak out against. Okay, so my family is very, very mixed. Okay, so like people mixing races in Trinidad is not a thing like that here in America. You know what I'm saying? So like culturally, that's I can't be like only black people should date black. I wouldn't be here if only black people dated. I wouldn't look the way I do. I wouldn't be who I am. So I will never stand on some stump and be like, only races should only date within.
Okay, but I want to know what Lady Hazel May is saying. What were we being hypocrites on our show from? That's number one. Number two, Queen B, he said that he likes all women. He was joking when he said he just,
And I
you
didn't
know,
say I only love white women, so it's like
okay. And
chill.
he knows how I am.
Damani loves Latinas.
See, Damani loves Latinas. You know what? The problem with me is when I am around white girls, I have a tendency to go, get out of here, get out, and I don't hit them, I clap and clap real hard. No, white girls don't like me. They don't.
This was Queen Bee's just unfocused. She's like, but you're not in Trinidad. Nigga, this ain't a geography lesson. I know I'm not in Trinidad. My point is Trinidad is in me. That's my fucking point.
Okay, I don't know if that's what
It's
she's
in me,
trying
dog.
to get to.
Anyways, Savage AF, you know what it is. Fuck your feelings.
Let's talk about the border.
Facts do matter.
Let's go back to the border. But before
we got about 10 minutes left. So
okay, before we go back to that, the bottom line is I think that this is going to be another situation where the right wing and the Republicans are going to use it. And I'm telling you right now, because the world is such a piece of shit, they're going to get traction from it. They're going to get a lot of traction, especially with the surge in 5 days or whatever, 10 days it is. When these desperate people feel like they got to get over here, they're going to have that all over the news and going to act like it's an invasion of the body snatchers. There's going to be a whole bunch they're going to act like it's the worst shit that ever happened. Even though right now, you know what's really happening that's really bad? COVID's starting to creep back up on our ass.
Yeah, they were thinking about mask mandates in LA and all this other shit.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm worried about that type shit. Yeah. So think what you want to think. And it ain't about, damn, you fucking white girls. Yeah, that's the number one priority on the fucking list of bad shit in the world.
Hey, man, the reality of my life is black girl, white girl, it doesn't matter. I can't afford either one. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got shit to do right now, and I can't.
Okay, wow. Time okay, and wow. Money. Lady Hazel May has answered. Okay, it's not on one subject. It's a lot. Biased opinions that are your facts. And you told me you could say what you want because it's your show. So you're saying Pedro could say what he wants because it says, I'll hit you with real facts before you were wrong. What did the fuck did it?
Okay. So I hate to
say. Oh, because the white girl thing? Oh shit. You getting all kind of black heat.
I never give a fuck about that. Here's my thing, man. I hate to pull down the veil for the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, because you got to roll.
I'm a comedian, and Shang is a comedian.
Comic.
We're citizens of the earth and a place we call America. We are concerned about politics, and we like to talk shit in a raw comedic way. When we say facts matter, part of that is a little sarcastic, right? Like, we know this is an opinion. We're two niggas with opinions. Like, that's what all of it is. Like, that a lot of the CNN talking heads, they're spitting their opinions. It's based on some facts, some event that happened, right? We try and give the facts of an event, and then we talk our shit about it and give our opinion. And my opinions are facts.
Right.
Because it's a fact that it's my opinion.
Right. And the fact is, before we move on, the fact is, I said I want rhinos to sexually molest people's faces. But guess what? Really don't think about rhinos sexually molesting people's faces. Okay? It's just something we say. But on the factual side of it, Miss Hazel, I don't know if you're directed, because apparently y'all jumped on Pedro, and I was joking to a point. But I mean, that's Pedro's preference. He can, if he prefers any women, and I'm not mad at him. I'm saying, do your thing. And you can't, I don't know what you're saying to be mad at that. But later,
well, I think it's looked at when, a black man dates a woman outside of his race. It looks like a rejection of black women. And
it is.
For some dudes, it is. Like, some dudes don't like black women and won't date black women. And I have never been in that space. I ain't never been about
but look,
excluding anybody because of their race.
Fit, look what AJ Fit says, and then look at what my father told me as a kid. I can't click it. My father told me as a kid, goose, goose, guinea, guinea, white girl's pussy good as any.
Just don't. Oh, God.
Just don't bring no home, son.
Hey man, that wait, let me see that. Goose, goose, guinea, guinea, white girl, pussy good as any. All right. Well, there you go. See, it's always great to have
But Lady
positive
Hazel May
influences when
said
growing
she
up.
doesn't care if Pedro fucks white girls.
Thank you, Lady Hazel May. I
Okay,
guess.
and I'm
Now,
saying,
I know that's not what she was talking about. I think it
okay,
was more
before
of
we
a
move
general
on, and we're
comment.
gonna move on. The thing I'm saying to you is that when people get upset about shit like that, when there's so much gigantic, bigger fucking fish to fry, which there's so much shit to really get our meat hooks in. When we talk about shit like that, I don't see the outrage as much about stuff that is absolutely imperative that we got to address. But Pedro having a white hobo hoe that actually tried to,
Colonize my apartment.
colonize his house. We tell that as now, one, that is a joke, but two, it happened, but it was just funny. Okay, I'm just saying. I personally, my personal preference, I can't tell Pedro I like girls that look like this. You must like girls that look like this. Who the fuck am I to do that? In fact, who the fuck is anybody to tell you that? If you like women with one leg and their name is Eileen, see,
Also, Shane, I appreciate your commitment, Shane, because you have an ankh tattooed on your chest. Like,
yeah,
it's hard to fuck white girls with with an ankh on your chest. You know what I mean? Like that.
they just don't.
That's
I mean, plus, I don't know if I don't attract them. I shouldn't start with, "Hey, look, white devil, bitch." So
can I touch
that
your
might
hair?
be part of the reason I don't get a lot of white girls. Oh shit.
There
Oh
you
shit,
go.
Lady Hazel May.
She said, "Hold up, my ex-husband is white. I don't care about color, race, and all that. I'm talking about you two being wrong sometimes and saying you need to check facts. Like, oh, I think maybe one of us told her to check. Did you tell her to check some
No,
facts?
I didn't say no check, no facts.
Did you piss off Lady Hazel May and
No,
now
I didn't
she all
say
up
that,
in our
Lady
ass
Hazel
the
May,
whole
but
damn
you're
show?
not being
What did you
specific.
say to Lady Hazel
I
May?
didn't say shit to Lady
Not
Hazel
her acting
May.
all unladylike.
Lady Hazel May
She just Hazel today. She ain't.
You aren't being
she done-
specific. You just being vague as fuck, Lady Hazel May. And when I see you in the street, breakdance battle. Put the fucking cardboard down and the music on, because it's going down. And when I hit you with this, then I hit you with that, then you're gonna know you got served.
So we shit talkers. Nobody's
No,
right
she's not
all
being
the
specific.
time.
No, fuck that. You ain't
But
being
no, but
specific.
nobody's right all the time.
Yeah,
So
you ain't being
we
specific.
get things wrong.
Now,
Sometimes I catch it and I try and correct it.
now
And
Queen
sometimes
B
get
be
over that shit.
irritated with you. And Queen B be irritated with you, pretending to like, oh, now you just like to fuck the snow bunnies. I mean, no, I don't give a fuck about, like, I've known Pedro for a long time, and if he knocked down a snow bunny or he likes to play in the snow heathen's yard, I go,
Or I take a
hey,
burrito home, or
yes,
some
just
dim
live your
sum,
life.
whatever I bring home that night, we gonna eat it. Evelyn Gallon says Pedro is an
Damn.
equal opportunity woman chaser. Not mad at that. Thank you. And I don't just be chasing them like down alleys or whatever.
Right? Yeah, it ain't like, come here, girl.
It's these are all consensual interactions. Get that motion care. All right. So we gotta push, man. My pop-in.
Wow.
My pop-in is
What
gonna
is wrong with this fucking feed? Agreed.
they're going
Just
out
found out
today.
my dad has colon cancer. I don't give a fuck who Pedro fucks. Bigger fish to fry. Thank you, Breezy JJ. Inside of all
And sorry to
pussy
hear
is
that.
pink. Only variable is if it is loose or stinks. Damn, AJ Fit. Thank you for the visual.
But Breezy's for real, because you've been a long time follower. We appreciate you. Sorry to hear that. And definitely
Queen
hope.
B said, "Don't call my name. I'm done. Do what you want." Queen B, I'll call your motherfucking name. Queen B, I told you, breakdance. I swear to God, you better stretch.
You got
I'm
served.
gonna hit you with a windmill, then I'm gonna do a double flip jump, head spin, and fuck your life over.
Okay, that got crazy. Breezy JJ's best wishes to you and your family, baby, for sure. All right, we're gonna keep it moving, and as we do, we're gonna do a little something.
Yeah, like that.
Hey, it's your boy Black Pedro, popping in, hey, with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'.
Pedro, do that.
Hey, it's your boy Black Pedro with another poppin'
No,
to let you know what's poppin'. There you
go.
go. You know what it is, man. So yesterday I told y'all that I was starting 3-day fast, and just wanted to give you an update, let you know how I'm doing. That shit's over. 26 hours in, I gave up, and I had to eat something.
You didn't.
That's it. I couldn't make it 3 days, though. I just didn't
Wait a
want
minute.
to. I did 26 hours.
I know, but you just said it literally yesterday.
It was a goal. I shot.
Oh,
I shot for the.
I didn't know it was a goal. I thought you said I'm going to do it.
I shot for the sun. I shot for the sun, and I landed on the moon. I got a little over a full day of no eating.
Did you drink a lot of water?
I drank a lot of water.
Did it work?
Had some tea,
and it didn't work.
I mean, the water it went in my stomach. I don't know what it was supposed to do. It wasn't like food.
He just said, "I gave it a shot." I gave it a shot.
Man. I mean, 26 hours. I mean, and I had a busy day. I went to the gym. I was busy at work, ripping and running. And it was up late. And so that I burnt a lot of energy that day and was just like, yo.
You just said,
I don't know about tomorrow. Yeah. This ain't gonna work, nigga.
But you got, I got 48 more hours of this shit.
I was like, the math ain't adding up.
The most I've done is almost 2 days.
Yeah. I mean, like I said yesterday in the past.
But you know what I did? I sucked on lemons. I drank water. I did that because I had to go in when you go in for a colonoscopy, which you haven't done yet. Have you done that yet?
No, I haven't done that.
Well, you will. You can't have anything in your stomach. You have to be totally cleaned out. So you have to fast. That shit. But I did it. And I was like, oh, shit. It wasn't as hard as I thought. If you follow everything they do, drink the water, lemon. I took turmeric. Fish oil pills, things like that. I was taking. I would break up the fish oil pills, put it in the water. It worked. But man, it's hard. But you did good. You did 26 hours. But then after that, it's like, he just ran and jumped on a cow and just started.
I just grabbed an animal and ate it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was intense. But I did kind of feel good and lighter during the day.
Right.
I'm
pretty good though.
I'm gonna do some more research on fasting myself, to be honest, and try and figure out maybe some way to incorporate it.
You can do intermediate. I said that to you. You could do 16 hours.
I'm gonna do the research. Man.
No, intermediate works. Intermediate works, to my knowledge. I tried it, and then so the intermediate works. But I think you did all right. And by the way, YT Johnson got fingered like a girl in high school. I was asleep. I was unconscious when they did it. So I don't know if they might have did all kind of shit to me, YT, while I was asleep. But
we all gotta go through it. So yeah.
I woke up and I was like, why is the doctor rubbing his crotch and going, yeah?
Ooh, we ain't have one like that.
And then
hey, what happened to your glove?
Yeah, like, man, you ain't got no gloves on. Don't matter. Pay the nurse on the way out. Ain't shit you can do about it.
All right, Shangadang, get us up out of here. Because
I want to say first off I'm sorry about your dad having colon cancer. Easy JJ.
Yeah.
I hope that he addresses it and gets better. Before I go into the Shangri, it's very short. I'm going to do it very, very short because we got to get up out of here.
Here, I'm gonna run this then as we go into it. Hit him with it like this.
Okay, so well, I'm gonna say what it is. The maggots, I don't call them MAGA no more. I call them the maggots. The maggots have won. They're winning, and I'm gonna tell you why the maggots are winning. Because in about 3 weeks, the Republicans are going to take over the House and start all the investigations and the obstruction and all that other shit. Marjorie Taylor Greene is strong-arming me to be almost Speaker of the House. So the bottom line is they're going to get a lot of shit and fuckery done, and they're going to win. Just like I said, Trump could fucking win again. America from all of the shit. In fact, I got to stop watching TV now because so much shit is going left instead of right. And I mean, not right wing, but things that should be right and wrong. The maggots are winning, Pedro. I know you think that you're optimistic with the, oh, well, they're gonna evict him. They're gonna indict him. No, they're not. They're nothing.
Their candidates didn't win this year.
I'm just saying, but enough won that. That's what I'm saying. Enough won. Enough election deniers won, Pedro, and are in the mix. Enough people that won easily in red states. Marjorie Taylor Greene, head of the orcs, is fucking running shit. And what's the other guy? Horn and DeSantis won by a huge amount. And on and on and on. And these
he's not a MAGA candidate though.
But he is a MAGA.
He's about to run against.
He's under the MAGA flag. So he's basically Trump MAGA. He's catering to the MAGA fucking wing.
No, he's a different brand.
The maggots are winning. Now I'm letting you know, like there's a certain point in a fight when you get knocked down, like Rocky says, you get hit, you got to get back up and you got to keep pushing and fight and fight and fight. And then you can't listen to Mickey when Mickey goes, "You'll never win, Rock. You'll never win. Fuck Mickey.
Win.
Fuck Mickey. We gotta."
And Adrian said that shit too.
Fuck what?
When Adrian told him he couldn't win too.
Yeah, he said you can't win, Rock. Yeah, I can. Yeah, listen. The bottom. I don't know why. I can
Grain
win.
pudding.
Okay, the bottom line is just because they're winning now doesn't mean we have to stop fighting. That's the problem. People get relaxed. It's like, hey, we won some of the primary, blah, blah, blah. Fuck all that. The fight's not over, and you motherfuckers think it's over. It's not over because the motherfuckers are winning a lot of things. Roe versus Wade, we never thought would get overturned, but guess what? The motherfuckers overturned. And right now, the only thing we did save is the, marriage equality. The marriage equality fucking thing is they really still don't give a fuck about that because they try to still go at people like right when it comes to that. I'm saying right now, if this keeps happening, the fort will start being built. I need y'all to inbox me on my IG if you want to come live in the fort because the fort is being built.
It's like one of those games on your phone where you you build a fort and start gathering food and
I'm already getting a bunch of food. I will have people that are meat eaters. You can come too, but I'm going to have a bunch of food. I'm going to have a bunch of stuff for us in the fort because guess what? When the maggots start climbing the walls, we got to fight them. And they are going to climb the walls. And Lady Hazel May, okay, Lady Hazel May, you're invited too. In fact, everybody in this feed, you're invited to, except for Cole Silly, which will let him come in, then we'll throw him off the wall. But aside from that, y'all can come to the wall. It's time to circle our wagons, gather the people that's really down, and do it because this shit is going real, real left. Trust and believe.
All right. Savage AF, y'all know what it is, man. We what happened?
No, 300 plus states are going against the anti-LGBTQ bills.
300 states.
300,
not states.
Not 300 states. No, 300 plus. I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's 32 states.
No, okay.
I'm looking at it right now. It's right now.
All right. Well, we'll have something to talk
about.
But
we're out of here. Listen.
Savage AF, yo.
Listen,
we'll be back.
If you're in Vegas, you happen to be in Vegas, I'm at the Oyo Casino tonight, 7 p.m. and the rest of the week, 7 p.m. If you want to get in free, you can just say my name at the door and you'll get in free. See me tonight at the Oyo Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada. Come to the show if you want to come see me say some crazy shit. And I just wrote a whole bit that is probably going to end up being Pedro's sitcom called Why Is Pedro Always Wrong?
Yeah, I don't know what this is.
I don't think. Okay, maybe we won't.
I don't even get the joke.
Yeah, I don't even get it.
All right, y'all. We'll see y'all tomorrow, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Until then, stay black if you are. Do not be black if you are not. Keep your finger out of your nose. That is your show for today. Goodbye.